What's going on, guys? Welcome back to W.D.Y.D. CSP with the U-Do as a central sterile processor. Continuing education on these retractor blades, and what we have in front of us right here is the Turner-Warwick retractor. Okay, looks very similar to a bookwalter with the blades and rings. Used in delicate applications or delicate surgeries. This one here was labeled for GYN. Different, I know there's going to be used in different types of surgery like thoracic and things of that nature, but it's labeled as a delicate procedure retractor. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this out of its container, show you all the components. We have different types of blades. I would assume that every facility would have different types of blades. They're not going to have the same exact blade configuration. The rings, this one has only 2 rings. I would assume as well that this comes in different size rings, just like a bookwalter. Very thin. Okay, it is an ebonized instrument, so that means it's going to be used in some laser applications to prevent reflection of the laser. It is very, very light, not like a bookwalter ring that's heavy. Okay, so because this is ebonized, your inspection has to be very, very thorough, because inspecting a ebonized instrument with dried soils is pretty hard to see those soils sometimes, especially blood. You want to check to make sure that there's no diminishing of that ebonized surface. Okay, now the blades are unique, as they have these little hooks that actually attach onto the blade, onto the ring. Okay, you want to make sure that those hooks are not bent or damaged, okay, because you want easy application and easy assembly at point of use with these blades. Some of these blades have this little slide mechanism, the slide lock mechanism, and I would assume that because these are the longer blades that they have that locking mechanism there to give you a lock feature. Now, one of the caveats to this is that metal on metal is going to cause friction. Okay, and again, I just stated that this is an ebonized instrument. So when you're sliding back and forth, you're going to see some wear and tear or some diminishing of that ebonization coating. Okay, when that happens, these blades need to go out for repair or resurfacing. Okay, because again, there's a reason for that coating on the blade. Okay, you may need to lubricate, as I showed right there, to allow for easy operation of that slide mechanism. Okay, but you definitely want to do some thorough inspection here, and I'll show you later on how to properly lubricate that a little bit better than what I just did right now. Okay, so this is basically how this is attached onto the ring. Okay, and then that locks it in place. Okay, to ensure that it's not moving around or falling out of place there. Okay, we're going to continue with our inspection. Of course, you're going to inspect the blades to make sure that there's no sharp edges. Some of these blades have this little lip, this little curved lip on there. So while you're inspecting for soils, you want to make sure that there's no soils harbored into those little bends there. You see that? I don't know if you can see that on a camera right there. It has like a little curve, like a little bend. You want to make sure that that's pressed and actually solid. Okay, if it's opened or anything like that, you definitely want to inspect that very, very well for any kind of bioburden or soils. You see some of these blades have a mirror finish and an ebonized finished edge. Again, that is the designs of the blades. Check your count sheet to make sure that you have the appropriate blade sizes and quantity. One thing about these is because they're ebonized, they don't have any part numbers on this. That's a manufacturer. I think that's a manufacturer oopsie, in my opinion. Again, how would I know what to look for in the IFU on the field if I don't have a part number on there, right? If you have a laser etch unit or something of sorts, it's probably a good idea to mark these instruments so that you can easily locate an IFU. Okay, So not all the blades have that slide mechanism. Again, it's the larger blades, and I'm going to show you how to lubricate these properly. Okay, you want to have a absorbent towel or liner down, and you want to place your blades in a position to get lubricated. I'm going to use instrument milk in this application. Just spray it on there and then work it along the track there. Okay, you're going to also blot off the excess. You don't want to have too much excess on it. Don't wipe it off, blot it off. Okay, because if you wipe it off, then you're defeating the purpose there. All right, guys. So just make sure that this is functioning as so. If you see that it sticks, just like this one right here, definitely put those blades out for repair. You may even have to put this unit out until that blade comes back from repair. Okay, because you do not want damage to the surface of the blades or the ebonization. Okay, so this is the Turner-Warwick self-retaining retractor. Okay, this isn't a handheld retractor. This is a self-retaining retractor. All right, guys, as always, stay true to yourselves. Keep it 100. Continue educating yourself. Till next time, peace out, guys.